Alright, YouTube says I have an excellent connection, and I'm inclined to believe it. Let me check one more thing before we get started, and then we'll get started. Hey man, welcome to the stream. I need to fix up Nenio when we get the chance. I might just get by a scroll and do it. Same with Darren, just to save us some castings. And we have money to spare. I think pretty much at this point going forward, you don't need to buy a whole lot. Besides scrolls. I mean, there's a couple of things that's probably still worth buying, but a lot of it will be, well... Yeah, there's one thing I need to buy in Act 3, for sure. I'm sure there's some other weapons and stuff, but... They're so cheap too. 700 gold for a Scroll of Restoration is a solid purchase. I should probably buy a couple of these just to have them on hand. We have run across that problem a couple times, but that should do. Plan for today, do some exploration. There's a few more areas in the world map before we head to Dresden. We might even make it to Dresden today. Let's go and take care of this while I'm thinking about it. Do we have any scrolls to remove sickness or disease? Because that's a disease. I'm sorry, did we fail the check? Son of a gun. I wish you could see the combat log in the inventory. Especially when you're casting, you know, spells or scrolls from the inventory. There we go. Only took 3. But it's like they say, third time's a charm. Isn't it on 70% or is that Kingmaker? I know there's a pretty significant sale on it. Hey, we can probably recruit more. Let's go and do that while I'm thinking about it. Consolidate all of our forces here at Leper's Smile. And kill some time over here. So there's a perception check we failed down here. And we still haven't revealed this other location yet. I know for sure is up here. Well, there are a lot of options. I mean, it really just depends on what you like to play.
Throw it out.
Then even then, there's multiple options for whatever you like to play.
Out of my sight! Burn! Slice!
I'll cut you wide open!
Behead! Yes, behead. I will see to your demise.
The spirits demand your blood.
I actually got a little messed up there. And honestly say, I wasn't expecting it. Yep, that's the, yeah, that's how I know it's there. 100% how I know it's there. I don't remember seeing a perception check up here previously. You don't access it from Dresden, do you? Did I make it to Dresden? I don't think I made it to Dresden in my challenge run. I may have. No, I don't think I did. I don't remember if we leveled up since last time I went up this way. I don't think so, because we're pretty close to level 9. Huh. We had a perception check down here, but not up here. I didn't think that one was hidden behind a perception check anyway. I just walked up to it, and there it was. Oh, what's that? 5,500. I'll just round up. Do I really need to buy them? Let's go ahead. Because Hell Knights will stick with us for a while. Is it 25 per? Oops, let me do that. Go. Maybe it gets revealed after we take out this army, because I think it might be... I don't know, we'll see. I'll figure it out. Yeah, Paladins ride horses. Paladins ride horses, Hedge Knights, the Raiders. I think there's a ranged unit that might. Hell Knights as well. Alright, so the Swarm is really annoying. I might... Actually, it's a pretty tough call what I'm going to take out first. How much damage can we do with the archers? Not enough. So all these units are pretty annoying. We had a chance to just one-shot. Oh, there we go. Goodbye, rocks. Whoops, I misclicked with those guys. I was trying to click on his ability. It's a little annoying that he got into my backline, but we can take care of that. No problem. Oh, that's a big hit. Hey, no problem, Miles. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Well, there's plenty of casting options, so at least you have, a lot of choices there. Oh, that's right. You get her out of Stinking Cloud. Let's go and zap these guys. You rip off that band-aid. Just to make sure we don't go over our injury limit. Let's do that. He's still out of it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to level up before we can reveal it. Though I could try a scroll, right? Okay, what do I want here? Fireball is great. Just gonna grab that. Yeah, maybe we'll level up in Dresden, so... But see, there's another... The only perception check that I saw we failed was down to the south. It wasn't up here. And I thought the ruins of Ashbury Hamlet was all the way up here somewhere, like along this ridge line. This mesa. Yeah, Mythic 3 will help a lot. That was my mistake when I first played through it. Remember, I saw a post somewhere for the Last Islani challenge, and people didn't understand why the people in the challenge were going for the optional fights like the Water Elemental. Because it's more fun. It makes the challenge more exciting to watch. Because you don't know if they're going to make it. Alright. Trying to get all of our armies up here. I think that's one of the appeals of blind Let's Plays as well. Is that the person doesn't know the meta. It's not optimized. They're not prepared for every fight. So it's really a toss-up what happens. And it makes for more exciting content. That's why I'm so adamant about my first run-through being a blind playthrough. Plus, I like figuring things out for myself. I don't use guides or spoilers, or even advice. People offer advice in my runs, and oftentimes I just ignore it, or go directly against it. Depending. No, you play just custom characters. In fact, that'd probably be more optimal in a lot of ways. Though there are a couple characters that you can't match their power, because you can't make a mongrel character, and they do get a couple bonuses to their stats. They get 2+2s, and I think 1 -2. And Arushali the Succubus gets a massive point buy. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she gets absurd stats. We'll see it once we get to Dresden, but outside of that, I mean, the classes and attribute distribution would be more optimal if you played with all mercenaries. Alright, Morax, what else we got? Most damage we can do. So the Dretch is going to be annoying. He's going to do Stinking Cloud. So I'm going to take him out first. At least soften him up. Yeah, Clerics with Smite Evil can put in some good work as well. They're a pretty solid all-around unit. They're fairly defensive, they can heal, and they've got decent attack with Smite Evil. Yeah, so outside of that, yeah, it'd probably be more optimal. I don't think, let me think. You're not missing out on anything mechanics-wise outside of the point buys for those few characters. As in Kingmaker, you had Amiri, who was the only one that could use her ginormous sword. But there's no companions like that in this game. Right? I don't think I'm missing anything. Melia has unique equipment. I think that's it. Pretty much everything that's been announced for Rogue Trader so far. I don't know anything about the tabletop, if that's what you're asking. But the video game adaptation that's coming out, I've been following very closely. I even have the access to the alpha, which all I did is play around with the character creation, which is more of a narrative character creator as of right now. Supposedly they're going to develop it. Yeah, so this is the unit count. So each unit has so much HP. So with my, whatever these guys are called, what are they called? The footmen. I have 290 of them, and each one has so much HP. And as that number goes down, they actually lose damage as well. Because the damage they deal is based on how many units are in each... oh, unit. Occupying each tile. Oh, that's annoying. That's also annoying. Still have my archers, though. Let's go and take care of this guy. No, he's not in the alpha yet. A little disappointing, though, because he's the one I'm most excited for. I have no idea how they incorporate him. And keep it balanced, honestly. Super excited that the Space Wolves are getting some representation, though. I mean, they have had a couple games. But... and I usually see, like, Ultramarines, Blood Ravens. So super excited for the Space Wolf. There's never been a game that represents like the Space Wolf's personality. So I'm assuming he's gonna be treated like a wolf blade. So the wolf blades are a handful of space wolves. It's usually seen as an insult to be assigned to it, but they have an agreement with one of the navigator houses on Terra, where they assign space wolves as bodyguards. They basically act as the with the Variogs of Miklagard, the bodyguards of the Emperor for the Byzantine Empire. I think it's supposed to be a callback to that. So I'm wondering if the Space Wolves also have an agreement with the Rogue Trader family that you play as in that game. Hey, Matthew. You can get them pretty early on. As soon as you get to Defender's Heart, so after the tutorial and the first, I guess the first dungeon and a half, you have access to mercenaries. And if you loot everything and sell everything, you should have enough to probably outfit your entire party. Don't quote me on that, though. Because even if you take on the narrative companions, you don't have access to a full party until after the Defender's Heart. I think Woljif is 5, right? Because it's your main character, Camellia, Sela, Wendawag, or Lan. Yeah, and then Woljif. And then Ember, almost right away. So there's a full party. Since it's in the World Wound, the rock is evil, Matthew. It is an evil rock. Was there a Dark Angels game? I know there's been a handful of Blood Ravens, Blood Angels, because the Blood Angels were the Space Hulk one, which I think I actually have that game. So they took one of the Space Hulk games down. Because they have a couple based off the tabletop game. And I bought one of them before they took it off of Steam. Oh, Deathwing. Supposedly Deathwing got pretty good with the big update they did. I kind of want to take this guy out first. The swarms are dangerous. They have this nasty little AoE effect. Actually, a lot of these guys are pretty dangerous. I'm not sure who to focus. The Minotaur's going to throw an axe at us. We're going to just brace for impact here. Yeah, World Wound is a pretty nasty place. Can't be too careful with it. Alright, let's get rid of this guy. Alright, another big hit. Not a fan. You know, I don't think that you get a bonus for attacking from behind. I think somebody told me that you did, but I haven't seen it. My footmen just attack these guys from behind. Because that's something I suggested when I first played through. Was it'd be cool if Cavalry's got like a hammer and anvil bonus. And I thought somebody replied and said that you did. I have to go back and probably look. Or maybe they were agreeing that it would be a cool idea. So the... Yeah, I don't see anything saying... Oh, there is. Alright, so +2 from flanking. So I don't think they have to be from... behind, I think they just have to have multiple units adjacent. Right, so... Can I highlight that? No. Yeah, the attack bonus, +2 from flanking. -2 from other, not sure what the -2 is. Alright, we're gonna have to heal this guy. Alright, take it easy there, Dretch. Take it easy, take it easy. There we go. So try to get my archers to safety. I'd be really cool if they finished him off, but no such luck. Oh, that's super annoying. Hang in there, clerics. Don't want to go into melee with these guys, but we're here. That should set up for the Hell Knights to finish them off. Or close to. What's up, buddy? Can you come on up? Come on. They are lesser versions. I wouldn't say the same race because he's the offspring of a demon lord. Makes him a little different. Let's go and zap these guys. Get them off the field. Yeah, I don't mind it. It breaks up the rest of the game. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I mean, just like the kingdom management and Kingmaker, I think it's fun. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. But yeah, I noticed that the archers get a significant debuff in melee. Instead of doing like what, 2 to 6 or something, they do 0 to 1. Not great, but better than none. Do I really want to waste a heal on these guys? Not really. But there's only one more fight after this anyway, so energy's not really a problem. Yeah, you turn it off, and they also added the pursuit option, so you can auto-resolve the battle and still get the rewards for it. Yeah, someone... Where's it at? No, I didn't have to heal. We got all of our units back. We were still underneath the threshold. That little orange bar next to the general's portrait, as long as that doesn't fill up, you're good. You get all your units back. I like quick save before some of these, just in case. So I can always misplay, or misclick, as I've done several times before. There goes his summon unit, but he wasted his turn bringing those guys into the fight. Yeah, I really just don't want to deal with this guy. Or that guy. So we do get it from the side, right? Let me see. Yeah, they just have to be adjacent. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could do one or the other, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense if they were commanding your army and part of your strike force. That's all she wrote. resounding success. One cleric, one hell knight out for the count. May they come back, but... Alright, and we got Edge of Force. +2 Cold Iron Dagger. Cast a spell with the Force descriptor. It deals additional 2 force damage per dice rolled. Might stock up Woljif on Magic Missile. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna go to Dresden now. Wasn't the original plan, but I can't find the ruins of Ashbury Hamlet and relive that awful fight. Just know that there is a pit spell. Wasn't there a an item that gives you magic missile at will? I might be getting it mixed up with Tartuccio and Kingmaker, because if you get him as a companion at the end of the game, he comes with a lot of magic missiles. Alright, let's knock some sense into old Erebeth here. Regil, man. Regil does have some really good lines, I have to say. I'm not... I don't think so. I may have heard something about it, but I'm not... I don't know exactly what it is. I assume she has some interaction with one of the paths. She didn't have an interaction with Azada or Legend, so...
Forwards! No, backwards.
Well, let's hope that I pass it then. Alright, I'm gonna stop and talk to a few people before we leave anyway. See how they feel about everything that's going on. No, companions probably don't have anything new anyway. Wow, really nothing. Okay.
Trail me.
No last minute words of encouragement or anything?
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Sorry, Regil. He might turn against me this run. I'm sure even his patience has a limit.
This way. Wherever my legs carry me. Forwards? No, backwards, backwards!
Yeah, so I did do this my first playthrough. I came and spoke to her after I discovered all the other stuff going on, because I suspected she was up to no good. Huh. Yeah, so I didn't have this option because well, maybe I did, but I was playing a chaotic good character. So I think I did see this last time. I just teleported into the other side of the tent.
Trail me.
So yeah, this will be new for us. No one else should have anything new to say. I'll go check in with Social and company real quick anyway.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder? This way.
We should probably rest up first, shouldn't we? So, it's actually selected, but it's not showing here. I'd just like to make sure. Don't trust it otherwise. Excuse me, buddy. All the places. I even made my cat a bed on my desk, and he likes to sit on my mouse pad right where my hand's at. And he rests his head on top of my hand and my mouse, so it's hard for me to play. But I'm grateful that he is comfortable around me. He's a very skittish cat. Considering his history. Okay. Yeah, my dog likes to do it too.
Wherever my legs
And she's a big dog, and her head weighs a lot, so... I mean, she's not a big dog compared to other dogs, but out of the dogs I've had throughout my life, she's a big one. 65 pounds, 65 to 70, somewhere in there. Yeah, sometimes he'll lay directly across my hand as well. So he has his stomach resting on my hand. And he pushes his head into my chest. Or he'll put both feet in my lap, or his two front feet in my lap, and kind of perch off of the desk while sitting across my hand. Hi, buddy. Yeah, last time I went with the Hell Knights to attack the catapults first. This time I'm sneaking in. That seems like the Trickster thing to do, right? We're dead. Yeah, it sucks I didn't convince Earbeth. Hopefully it doesn't have any repercussions later. Yeah, Hell Knight's probably a good one. Monk, any lawful class would work.
Backwards.
Or any class that doesn't have a alignment requirement. Like Barbarian wouldn't work with the Aeon since Barbarians have to be chaotic. The Aeon will have to be lawful. Oh yeah, Inquisitor, yeah, that's another good one.
The road calls me.
Alright.
I'll take the bait.
I'll watch your back.
Okay. Spectre, all this junk is on here.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Oh, cool. She can't have 2 up now. Probably Frost, right? I'm gonna keep Ghost Touch on the bar because we will need that later.
Yes, what?
Yeah, I'm hoping one of the next DLC adds a new Mythic Path, but they'll probably expand on some of the other ones before they do that.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Never for much stock to remove fear since I always had a paladin in the party. But pretty handy when you don't have one. Yeah, well, the good news is with Mythic Paths, any Mythic Path will work with any class, so long as the alignments match up.
It is not an option.
You're irrelevant.
Because the Mythic Paths do have set alignments, but you can always go Legend and just not worry about it. If push comes to shove. I don't need the supplies yet. We can always come back there and rest if we need to.
I see nothing. May I see your entrails, please?
Mind over muscle.
those little votary guys can be pretty tough fights.
I'll remove this.
Pretty tough nuts to crack. Oh man, if you want to see some solid buffing, when I fought the spawn of Rova Gug in Kingmaker, I think it was like 40 minutes of buffing. And I kept it in the episode. If I had to suffer through it, everyone else did too. I know there's mods to fix it, but I tend not to mod to keep the Let's Plays more inclusive. Not everybody can or wants to mod, especially people that play on console.
What's in wait for me there?
It is a Let's Play. You know, people should be playing along.
No, begging me to stop.
I say it should. They don't have to be playing along, but it's in the name. His poor Crusaders did not have resist fire up. That's for sure. That's okay, because now I'm a little bit more stocked on potions. I'm sorry. What? Oh, that's right. The catapults.
Let's shred them! This one's mine! I'll make short work of this! With your head!
Well, I won't find that out until my last playthrough of the game. I'm saving Angel for last, only because I'm saving Paladin for last. So honestly, I think Lich is the one I'm most excited to play. So Lich will probably be second to last. To keep me motivated. To actually finishing all what, 10 Mythic Paths? Yeah, to the other side.
I did it. I'll carve my name onto your flesh. Press the attack!
You're irrelevant.
Let the attack commence!
I am helpful. Am I not?
I'm trying to wait to the barracks. I forgot how densely packed the Dresden was. There's so much to do. Let's not go inside anything yet.
I did it!
Oh man, he got a little jittery, didn't he?
I am your
Go
judge,
for their hearts!
and soon your executioner.
Oh, I never heard that line from Regil before. He didn't make my party in the first run. That's so cool sounding. Yeah, this is run 2. But I do plan on playing through all of them, so
I'll remove this
it'll be
obstacle.
quite the journey. When I say that, I mean all of them on the channel. So it's gonna take even longer than if I was just playing through them by myself.
Open your heart to me.
Alright, that's probably okay. There's a Babao below. Alright, so this also takes us to the barracks, so we will clear out the barracks next. While we're here. Yeah,
No time for
10 years
debates.
from now. It is gonna be a while. Ooh.
Retreat is not an option.
I'll cut you wide open.
Alright, get him, guys.
Out of my sight!
No match for me.
Die! 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 Burn!
I keep lining up, so I keep cutting you down. It's actually advantageous for them since all the Babals have reach weapons.
The spirits demand your blood! You should have listened to reason.
So they're actually in a really good position to fight us.
Kneel before me.
So maybe coming in the other way would have been better.
You can trust me. It should work. Is it flawed?
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going through this a lot faster than the Let's Play. And the Let's Play took less than a year. And it should get more efficient each time I play through it as well. But one of them will be a full Let's Play, which will be quite the task in of itself. The Angel Run will be a full Let's Play once all the DLC and everything have been released. So it'll be treated just like the Cavalier playthrough. Lethal Squall. Is that a great axe for one of my future characters? It is. See, I don't think that that should have a DC to it. Just let subsequent attacks do 5 slashing damage to the enemy. Doesn't sound overpowered to me. Sounds like there's a demon on the development team for this. Had a little bit of biased. Yeah, but see, that's the thing with the Let's Play, I'm going to read everything again, so that's going to be fun. Because I did it with Kingmaker, where I did the one Let's Play, and I did a second one with the Enhanced Edition, once all the content had been released. And so I'm going to give this game the same treatment.
I'll tear your throat.
Now, it may not be as soon as everything's been released for it. I can't get her tucked in the corner. They're going to come get her, aren't they?
May I see your entrails, please? Oh, let the attack commence.
They'll beg me to stop.
I will see to your demise.
Now we are making a mystery of ourselves.
Okay, who was it? Nenio, and I think that was it. Everyone else has Death Ward, so awesome. Of course. Just saw it. That's how most people found my channel. It's my most popular, or at least the character creation is my most popular video on the channel by a fairly significant margin.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
No, you can't resurrect the dead Crusaders.
What a discovery.
Precision!
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
I'll make short work.
I'll remove this obstacle.
What do you mean that the half an hour videos can be hard to watch? Like they're too short? It's always trying to do nice natural breaks between each episode. So I don't mind if it goes a little over 30 minutes or a little under. As long as it feels like an episode should end there. I don't ever cut it off in the middle of dialogue or something like that. Or cutscenes. Maybe we could stack this with that armor that I sold earlier. 60 experience. It's pretty generous.
What's in wait for me there?
No time for debates.
Come on now. Keep misclicking.
Mind over muscle.
Thank you for amusing me.
You're irrelevant.
Surprise! Die, die, die!
You should have listened to reason.
Go for their hearts!
It's a little hard to control my characters because, you know, the cat that's on my hand. So, I have to excuse any misplays.
Try to entertain me.
Alright, so here's probably worth casting one of our channel positive energies.
I welcome your company.
And then one of these. Now, personally, I prefer the Let's Play format over streaming. I really only do streaming to fit in more stuff on the channel that I just don't have the time to do normally. Because I prefer the focus to be on the game, and with streaming, since I'm interacting with chat, the focus isn't on the game. So typically when I stream, I prefer to do games that aren't as narratively focused.
Burn! Slice! I see blood! Blood!
Mind over muscle.
Retreat is not an option!
Oh, I remember this area. Yeah, you social that fireball staff with social here.
Out of my sight!
I'll cut you wide open!
You're irrelevant.
It's a pretty nasty little fight. A lot of our buffs are starting to fall off as well.
This one's mine! Press the attack!
You should have listened to reason.
Rules are made to be broken. Miss me already?
Yeah, so a couple of our resistances are going away, but luckily we have more castings of it, so it's okay. But yeah, I think someone mentioned earlier that Dresden's a really cool segment, and I wholeheartedly agree. Even Threshold doesn't have the same fanfare that Dresden has. But I did appreciate the treatment. It's really, I think, the only game before this that I've seen do it was Dragon Age Origins, where your secondary companions still played a role in the final battle.
Forwards! No, no, backwards! Backwards!
So I guess we do the temple. We'll grab Bismuth while we're in there. I know, in the temple or is it in the building above the temple? Yeah, I remember. And then there's also a fight in the hallway behind, like the main room. They cast Blade Barrier. Yeah, it's a pretty tough area. So, I think we've got it. What, 3 out of my 6 companions have a last stand, so we might be okay.
You are my favorite aide.
Didn't cast haste preemptively. My cat is fully on my hand and wrist now, so I have no control over my
Require my unbiased
The
My
waiting's
forearm.
never fun.
Alright. Any other buffs that I need
I'm always
immediately?
open
Probably
to
not.
ideas.
We'll just rush in and take care of it.
Trail me. I will set you shred them! It is not an option.
The spirits demand your blood.
Alright, I don't have that up. See if we can fix that real quick. Ah, man, it was a race against time, and I lost. Alright, we did do it, and we leveled up. Fantastic. Alright, main character gets another feat and more sneak attack damage. Always welcome. Athletics, mobility, trickery, perception, and persuasion. Blind Fight might actually be worth it, though I might start heading down the cleave path. Because for once, I'm not going down the Cornigan Smash path. Hard to believe, I know, but... Critical Focus might be worth it as well. But since I'm going to play Enlarged most of the time, Cleave and a Cleaving Finish is probably the way to go. So I'm going to grab Cleave, but I'm never going to turn it on. I'm just going to get Cleaving Finish and probably improve Cleaving Finish. Alright, she gets a feat, and Spirit Enchantment +3, Trickery, and Perception. I'm really going all in on perception checks this run. I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, that would be a good one for Midnight Isles. I did that one time. I had people name their characters. I think it was for the Kingmaker roguelike dungeon. Okay, for her, I mean, alertness might be worth it. Oh, she doesn't have outflank yet. What am I doing? Alright, let's give her outflank. That's an obvious one. Alright, Regil. Where's he at? So he gets a feat, and what's he get here? Nothing. Great. Okay. Going to grab Piranha Strike, which is the power attack for dexterity builds. When do I get a feat, weapon training, and weapon training? So I might hold off on Rapid Shot until we get our next Mythic feat to increase her attack. Alright, let's do Clustered Shot. Then use a full attack to make multiple ranged weapon attacks against the same opponent. Total the damage from all hits before applying that opponent's damage reduction. It's not super important against trash mobs, but against bosses that could be really good. And it doesn't require all of them to hit like Hammer the Gap. And Proof Critical would also be worthwhile. Go to have weapon training axes. We'll get thrown weapons here. There's no reason not to. They're not going to use any other weapons anyway. It doesn't stack, though, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll just stick with the axes here. Alright, feet for Nenio. Let's grab this, just so she can cast some spells to get out of danger if she needs to. Gonna grab both of those. Well, hold on. I always get ahead of myself. Angelic Aspect is pretty solid as well. And then Phantasmal Web. Alright, Darren, what do you get, buddy? What does he already have? Combat Casting, Warrior Priest. Let's go with Initiative. I should have gotten that for Nenio instead. I like improved Initiative on all my casters. Let's get Remove Paralysis, because we've been in a situation where that would have been handy, and I'm sure we'll see it again. I love Archon Zora, but not on Darren since he's not going to be on the front line. Could give him delay Poison Communal instead of Camellia. But is there something that I want more castings of? Dispel Magic, there's a lot of items and equipment, and even feats that synchronize as well with Dispel Magic, so I could have him as my Dispel guy. Could give him some offensive power, though I don't think I'm going to. All the remove spells I can just buy scrolls for. That's not a big deal. So let's get Dispel Magic here. And then here, Freedom of Movement, really another choice. I mean, Protection from Energy Communal, also very good, but I'd rather take damage, but still be able to move than be stuck in place and take more damage. Okay, let's go and slot our spells. I have her cover all the aid. I could do Bark Skin. Eventually it'll be a +5 to natural armor at 12th level. And it lasts for a long time, so maybe I have her do Bark Skin and Darren do aid. Then I'll also open up amulets. I can use different amulets besides natural armor. Alright, so Righteous Might. See, I don't like that she takes... she's never going to use that. I want her to keep her dexterity. True Seeing, minute per level. I'll probably take that. Another casting a Mirror Image. That's already one. That's already 6. So we've got all the blurs that we need. Well, if you're not sure, I mean, Paladin's always a safe bet. I mean, you're fighting demons the entire game, with, you know, a couple rare exceptions.
Death is life's final surprise.
It's weird. Why wouldn't she move?
And I enjoy surprising people.
But even then, even the non-demon
What's in
enemies are
wait for me
typically
there?
evil. So
The pleasant
Paladin's always a safe bet.
Well,
Are we ready
We may have to
move
rest
out?
here soon. There's supplies over there next to Galfrey and Irabeth.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Get all of our wisdom back real quick. It's true, every party, well, a cleric or an oracle, because I'm not using a cleric in this run. Yeah, Paladin's always a safe bet. Full BAB class. Gets a little bit of spell casting, so it introduces you to several of the mechanics. It's also alignment restricted, so you have to, walk that fine line.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
Remember
I mean, was it worth it?
This condition is irrational.
It was almost worth it for him, wasn't it? All that damage he took, and he still almost got an NAO. What a jerk. Yeah, so here's some good barbarian equipment. So we get the Armor of Dispersion. Comes a critical hit against the wearer of this +2 hide armor. The enemy is affected by the equivalent of the Dispel magic spell. That's ridiculous. He also had this, which I think is the Barbarian. Yeah. So the wearer of this Cloak of Resistance +2 is under a rage effect. They gain a +2 attack bonus on attack rolls against wounded enemies. He also had an axe. Oh, just a great axe +1.
save the last one for me.
I'm gonna let him come out to me. I'm not gonna chase him in there.
You are today's sacrifice!
Think am I scared of you, buddy? Yes, again. Yeah, but then again, there's also a paladin. Well, he's not gonna go with narrative companions. Yeah, paladin's always a good choice. And as a paladin main myself, that's there's definitely no bias there. Okay, this will be good for Darren, of course.
Just think about the contribution you could make to society, mongrel girl. So please set aside your emotions and consider my proposal rationally.
I don't care what happens to my body after I'm dead, but you'll die long before I do. Trust me.
Now, there are a couple areas where only your main character can make certain skill checks.
Rules are made to be broken.
So playing a class with a lot of skill points isn't the worst idea. I think there's a trickery check and a couple perception checks that only the main character can make. I missed some really cool armor in my first run because I failed a trickery check and I tried to bash open the chest instead. Or the, I guess it was more of an armoire. Alright, get our wisdom back. Let's go and equip him with our new fancy rod.
Let's shake a leg.
I'll watch your back.
See, I thought I tried doing that. Well, maybe I didn't. Because I did return with the whole party, but maybe I didn't try Dimension Door.
Only you deserve my
Should be an odd oversight. So I think I swore that I tried.
Anything new?
I was trying to figure it out because I did the Dimension Door trick one time in Kingmaker. Then I skipped to the one boss fight with the best loot in the game. Because it was bugged out. You can get Paladin Hell Knight. So you get Smite Evil and Smite Chaos. Though you do lose some spell casting. And if you take the full 10 levels into Hell Knight, you won't get Mark of Justice, because that's a level 11 Paladin ability. Not that it's the end of the world or anything, but... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still split when I'm going to go with Hell Knight. What my, pre-Hell Knight class is going to be. I thought about doing the Armiger because it makes sense. Alright, more death. I think more death wards is probably worthwhile. Just in case we run across any more Nabasus. Nabasai? Nabasuses? Well, with Hell Knight, you have to multi-class because it's a prestige class. Unfortunately, there's no choice there if you want to play Hell Knight. Yeah, I was thinking about doing Armiger into Hell Knight, but I realized the Armigers can use tower shields. And I don't have a build currently planned that's going to use a tower shield, and I would like to. So I was thinking about going just Tower Shield Specialist, getting the levels I need, because then I get the, I lose the penalty from using tower shields at level, what, 7 or something. Just do 10 levels of Tower Shield Specialist and then 10 levels of Hell Knight. And have like a, just a Hell Knight tank. Because I decided, because if I do Armiger, I'm still going to use a Tower Shield. Just so I have that build that uses a Tower Shield out of all my planned runs, and
I've done as requested.
there's no reason to take that penalty, because I don't think Armiger adds anything, because even the order I still get from being a Hell Knight. So the one thing the Armiger adds, I already get elsewhere. Yeah, we still got all of our buddies. We got our Imp, we've got our cat over here. Where's my Pipe Fox at? My little dragon.
Huh? Oh,
Open your
yes,
heart.
what?
Miss me already.
You require my
I'll
unbiased
prove
opinion?
I am the best.
Alright, there's my dragon hanging out next to Nenio, and my Pipe Fox. I don't see him. See this cloak under the rubble, though. Yeah, my plan was to use a, did you look at your... whatever. Warhammer with the
Wherever my
Power
legs
shield.
carry me.
If you see me checking out Warhammers and, well, some other weapons as well, it's because I'm planning my future builds. Alright, so we have a guy down here that casts Blade Barrier. When we see him, I'm probably going to try and charge at him. Now, we're a little past the Lost Chapel. We're currently in Dresden. In the temple in Dresden. I think it's going to be Tower Shield Specialist into Hell Knight into Demon. Or sorry, into Devil. I'm going to do an Eldritch Knight for my Lich run.
Now what is that?
Forwards? No,
That's right, there's this darn trap here.
backwards.
You need me. Good.
The heartbeat quickens. Go for their hearts! I'll cut you wide open! The spirits demand your blood!
I was hoping that the votary hadn't been aggroed. It's okay, we can avoid the blade barrier at least.
Precision!
And great.
Kneel before me.
Pain is my pleasure. You are today's sacrifice!
Beg me to stop.
Alright, Darren, I don't really need you right here.
May I see your entrails, please?
Okay. Oh wait, we did lose somebody. My bad. Yeah, I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get my main character positioned to actually swing his weapon. If he wasn't stuck on this wall. They moved Camellia over here, so Reginald could get into melee range. And my main character's enlarged, so he should have been able to attack over Reginald. But he didn't. He got stuck on the wall instead, because Darren got in the way. So he could have potentially saved her from dying. It's alright. Because I did plan ahead for just such a situation. Where are my raised dead scrolls?
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
And voila, good as new. Should probably rest back up again after that,
Skip
but
the pleasantries.
we might be okay not buffing her back up.
Crusaders are gutting the demons
Smile.
day in,
The
day
world's
out,
not
and
ending
who's
just
the
yet.
one obsessed with violence? Of course, it's me, Wenduak.
Yeah, I thought I was okay not giving my backliners last stand. Well, that'll show me, right? Really, you can get it on everybody, and it's 100% worth it.
I hope you appreciate this. What's on your mind? I wonder. What do we have here? I am helpful, am I not? I am helpful, am I not?
Small shields... Or small spears, I don't remember. I know there's really good long spears, specifically for mounted and, yeah, mounted combat. Or charge attacks. I didn't pay too much attention to short spears. I did keep an eye out for tridents, though. I was thinking about doing an Order of the Pike trident.
What's in wait for me there?
Order, though, I don't think tridents actually work with Order of the Pike. Or Disciple of the Pike, whatever it's called. But if you like spears, or short spears, there is a class that specializes in spear usage, the Disciple of the Pike. It's a Cavalier class that doesn't use a mount. They get bonuses against larger enemies. So that might be a another option for you. Yeah, I'm really excited. The new shifter guy looks really cool. And he can turn into a griffin. I saw that and I asked the Owlcat folks if it was going to be a new mount, and someone responded. I mean, he's a romance option, but I don't think that's what you meant.
The attack commence. I'll make sure it works.
Go for their hearts!
I'm trying to remember. I just don't remember any short spears. I didn't make note of them, because I didn't really plan on using them.
This way.
But long spears, there's a really, really good long spear in the game. Even though it's not called a long spear. You try to pull the wool over eyes by naming it a lance. Alright, we got our buddy. I'm gonna use the supplies to rest up as well, since Wonder Egg did get pretty messed up there. And lost all of her buffs. Yeah, it is a massive game, and it is really difficult to choose what to play. I'm lucky in that I have a shtick when it comes to classes that I play. And so typically, if that's an option, that's what I go for. Yeah, my plan for the Lich playthrough is going to be an Eldritch Knight. I'm going to take 5 levels, I think just a base wizard, and 5 levels of... I'm split between 2-handed fighter, since I've already used that in another run, and mutagen warrior. I know mutagen warrior is the better option. It's the meta option. But I haven't looked at its first 10 levels yet to compare. Or first 5 levels. Because I'll be using a scythe for that run, obviously. So it's two-handed fighter is also a good option.
I crave for adventure.
Really, as long as it's a full BAB class, I'm going to be happy with it either way, I think. She does have a bonus to strength, so she doesn't need that. I mean, since I have the spell still slotted,
I'll watch your back.
Let's give it to Nenio, I guess. Then re-slot it. I don't have another choice. Full strength it is. That sucks.
Open your heart.
Because
to
I
me.
really don't need it. Actually, I should be casting this on... Wait, does that stack? I didn't realize that Ice Plant stacked with Bark Skin. Because they're both natural armor, but Bark Skin is a natural armor enhancement. Ice Plant is just natural armor. Huh. Well, that is neat. I think I discovered that in my first run as well, and I forgot. Because it wasn't relevant, because Camellia wasn't part of my main party.
Should we proceed?
You can trust me.
My problem with resting as often as I'm resting is I am burning through a lot of diamond dust with stone skin.
Your orders,
I
Commander.
crave your commands.
I'm always open to ideas.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it boils down to. When I jumped into Kingmaker blind for the first time, I had no idea. I was just throwing stuff together. Eventually figured it out, but...
Rules are made to be broken.
Alright, so do we have aid on anybody? We don't. That's right, because Camellia doesn't have any castings of it anymore. Alright, I'm not going to put it on Darren and Nenio, so I have more castings of Restoration Lesser, in case we need it. Alright, let's go and get Bismuth out as well. You know, Darren was talking about wanting a pet lamb when he was a kid. I'm gonna give him a Triceratops instead.
Missed me already.
Alright, welcome to the party, Bismuth. I mean, it's entirely possible to do it with custom characters. I mean, you'll miss out on some banner and some unique dialogue and some pretty funny dialogue as well. And especially with Nenio. Nenio and Baphomet's interaction is probably my favorite in the game.
I see blood. Blood!
Oh, cool! They added it to the at the bottom of his portrait. Can I not see it to the side though? Oh, okay, cool. You can toggle it. That is a great update. What's going on with her? Confused.
Out of my sight!
Lauren's greatest scientist confused. Say it ain't so.
I will see to your demise.
Yeah, I completely forgot about this fight, so I am really glad I stopped to rest up and rebuff before coming out here.
You like that?
Not that it would have really mattered since Wendewog was the only one missing buffs. But that can be a pretty rough encounter. Yeah, no, I mean, you're fine. I mean, always play how you want to play. That's one thing I hate about some of the online stuff in this game. Someone will come in and ask, you know, help with a specific build they want to play. And everyone's like, well, you should play this instead, or you should play this instead, you should play this instead. Optimization is not everything. It's all about how you want to play. Or someone's like, I want to do this class, but I don't want to multi-class. And people are like, well, you should multi-class into this. Say, I don't want to multi-class into that. It's a terrible echo chamber. I'm mostly referring to Reddit. Reddit's really bad about it. That people just completely ignore what the person is asking for and gives meta advice.
Did you see that? I did it.
Yeah, no horses in my party this time, so climbing up the wall makes a little more sense.
Did it.
Yeah, I'm part of the Discord. I don't get on Discord very often. I even have one myself if you want to join it. There's so much social media to keep up with. It's like, I have a Twitter too, but I don't know the last time I actually touched it. Like, YouTube keeps me pretty busy, so I try to read and respond to every comment, which I'm still behind on. I get a lot of comments lately.
I hope you appreciate this.
That's usually where all my social media time goes to, is towards YouTube. Oh yeah, there's a way to get up here. Like everybody and their mother says, oh, you have to take a monk dip and a
No match
crane
for
wing
me.
and all that, otherwise you're not
Rip
gonna have a
you
chance.
apart.
Well, this main character doesn't have crane wing, and we're doing pretty good. Maybe we had to reload a few times. But to keep him enlarged and on the back line, and he's fine. Yeah, mess him up, Bismuth.
Precision.
I've done a meta build one time. That was with the Outdoory Swordlord run. That's as meta as I've ever gotten. Mostly because I was really excited about the Swordlord and it made sense.
You're irrelevant.
I really thought the Swordlord should have been added to the game from the get-go, considering the role that the Swordlords play in that game.
Out of my sight.
And let me draw the first blood.
They'll beg me to stop.
Yeah, then they usually recommend it as like some great secret. Like, oh man, here's a low-key way to be good at the game. Alright, take this monk dip, take crane wing, take improved unarmed, or you could, you know, take a improved unarmed strike with a Slayer class as a bonus feat. So everybody knows that. That's the meta.
I spy. What do
But,
I
I don't know.
spy?
It's just everybody wants to play the same way. No variety in their builds, which I guess I'm a little
helpful.
guilty of not having a lot
Am
of
I
variety in my
not?
builds as well. Alright, so wait for me to have to come from the other side. Because I like to play my strength-based charisma builds. Let's see, is there a way to get up here?
This way.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Retreat is not an option. I will see your demise.
I'll cut you wide open. You should have listened to reason.
It's making our way through. Immune to fire. Keep up the good work, Nenio. I only know what the meta is because I try to stay relatively involved in the community. I see the same stuff posted time and time again. And I know whenever I go into like a help with builds post that I'm going to see the same stuff over and over again.
Carry me.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Like, there's just no reason for it. Yeah, I'm tempted. I might change one of my planned builds to the shifter. I'm a little undecided. Because there were a couple mythic paths and classes I was still undecided on.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
Oh, it's going to go up here.
Did you see that? I'll make short work of this. I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
You're irrelevant.
But yeah, I always play something like a paladin or a cavalier. This build is actually a little different for me since I don't have any charisma. In fact, I'm building a very anti-charismatic character.
Die! Die! Die!
No time for debates.
Yeah, and then you also get another, well, You don't. That's right. You're not playing with Sela, but yeah, Paladins. It's also a really safe bet because you're playing against evil enemies, and they excel against evil enemies, so it'll work out. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Monk, Vivisectionist, and Oracle. I don't know if they plan on adding more mythics. I don't think so. They might expand on some of the mythics, but I wouldn't imagine. Now, I think someone actually in my chat said that they might add do a 3rd season pass if the 2nd one does well. Maybe we'll see a new mythic path then. Yeah, I'm gonna go for my Azada run. It's gonna be a Scald. It's either gonna be Scald or Bard. One of the singing classes.
What's your kneel before me?
Save the last one for me.
Out of my sight!
Kill is for you!
And since Scald is in the game, that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for a 2nd line, strength-based Scald. Then for Aeon, I'm going to do a Monk playthrough. I was undecided between Student of Stone and Quarterstaff Master. I think I'm going to do Quarterstaff Master and save Student of Stone for the Midnight Isles DLC.
Only you deserve my obedience.
What's on your mind?
So that I'm not as dependent on equipment. Oh, that's right. I have an extra casting of Death Ward.
I hate the voice of the spirits.
I almost forgot about that. We need to put that on her skill bar here. That should definitely. That's right. It takes 2, doesn't it? Still a better upgrade, unless I use haste. Yeah, all my playthroughs will be on the channel. Yeah, I rarely play games and not upload it to the channel. I usually have like one that I play off camera. So recently I was doing Vermintide 2 again. I tried Last Ark when it came out, but gosh, what a terrible MMO. It's fun to play. It's flashy. I think that the gameplay itself is fun, but the MMO systems are terrible. As I looked it up, the base currencies in the game, there's 14 base currencies. And that's not including specific stuff to some merchants, so you have to go grind. It's just, what an absurd system, man.
Quick, else we miss all
I'll
the
let you
fun!
back. I am
But the currency you get for
helpful,
doing
am I not?
everything is just obsolete. The silver, it doesn't do anything. And I think in order to trade, you have to have 2 currencies. It's just terrible. Really fun gameplay though. Really enjoyed the gameplay loop, but not enough to try to keep up with all those currencies and understand what was going on. There's too many games for me to play to want to grind out more than 14 currencies. Lindsay's pretty good. Bards are pretty good support classes. The Scald is cool in that they have the rage ability. They can enrage the entire party.
This way!
So I'm going to build around that.
You should have listened to reason. Let's prove their logic.
I've been playing some Mordhau lately. So I tried Lost Ark again.
The spirits demand your blood.
Then I jumped back into Mordhau, which is a really fun game, but it's definitely one of those games where you have to stay out of the chat. If you play it, keep chat turned off, otherwise you're going to be in for a bad time.
This one's mine!
You'll make a fine
With your
And it's one of those games where I'm sure there's decent folks that play it, but those decent folks do not exist in the chat. There's some pretty gross people in the chat.
No match for me.
Yeah, I was actually about to showcase that. There's the option to turn off accept rage in here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Inspire rage, accept effect. Just turn it off for any casters so they can still cast.
I'll rip you apart.
Go for their hearts!
Yeah, a little
Press
off,
the attack!
off track talking about Mordhau. Yeah. I think for my Scald, I'm gonna go, I'm split between which Scalds I want to play too. I haven't decided on which archetype. I might just do the base Scald, but I was interested, I think, in the Court Poet and the Battle Singer? Yeah, actually, well, granted, I did go Legend, but I felt like there was still plenty of game left after I hit level 20. And Kingmaker, not so much. You usually don't hit level 20 until the very end, though if you do all those persuasion checks with the pirates, it's not that bad.
It is not an option!
Are we ready to move out?
Okay, let's go ahead and get this back out. A little bit more strength. Alright, we're starting to run out of buffs a little bit.
Skip the pleasantries.
Also, is this shouting in game super loud for you guys too?
So many thoughts.
I feel like I can barely hear over it.
Your company.
Alright, so where's this guy at?
Anything new?
What's in hate?
Tear your throat out.
You are nothing before me. I will see to your demise.
I'll cut you wide open! A mess!
Good work, Wendawag.
The spirits demand your blood!
Keeping the back line
Mind over
safe.
muscle.
We found one of the keys already. I think there's one in the tavern as well. Oh, this guy. I'll try and pull him out, I think.
This way.
Well, you can trust me.
I'm just gonna stand there. I guess we'll go to him instead.
Open your heart to me.
No match for me.
Seems to accept their statement.
Get it?
Alright, super not impressed with that guy.
Wherever my legs carry me.
They'll beg me to
You're irrelevant.
Oh, did he want to start a monologue? That's too bad.
I hope you appreciate this.
I mean, he technically had his chance while Camellia was just kind of looming in the doorway.
Should have listened to reason.
Alright, so I think he has the key, right? Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Forwards! Backwards!
It's like the the scene from the new Final Fantasy game. The one where the origin for oh man, what's his name? Starts with a G. Jack from the new Final Fantasy, Stranger of Paradise. Where the villain tries a monologue, he's like, I don't give an F. And just you know, starts combat. Is there any other scrolls that I need? Probably not. But sure. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it told me I had excellent connection. I mean, it usually does. But I'll let Xfinity know what you said. Oh, Bismuth is awake. You could hear his roar of terror from after being resurrected from the dead again.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
I guess it's actually the first time this
Smile,
playthrough.
the world's not ending just yet.
I guess I could mount Darren. That would negate his stagger effect at the beginning of combat too. I was about to do? Oh yeah. Yeah, Bruce I can. She was my primary trickery. Yeah, she's my primary trickery companion in my playthrough. Yeah, she's a very well-rounded companion.
I'm the voice of the spirits.
Being a succubus, she's absurdly strong.
I'll prove I'm the best.
I do keep forgetting to use this.
My counsel.
I am
Order of the God Claw. I didn't get an extra casting of Blur for Bismuth. Try to keep him alive a little longer at least. Well, take care, Matthew. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'm actually about to wrap up the stream myself. Whenever you leave, I'm usually it's about that time anyway. I should get off at 10. But I've got some buffs to take care of first. Did we do aid yet? Anybody? No. That's right. Keep forgetting I got rid of Adel Camellia for Bark Skin. I really need to keep that in mind. A good old Death Ward. I didn't buy that amulet, did I? The Death Ward amulet? I probably should. Did I cast on Camellia a second time, or did I skip her? Did I remember to skip Camellia? I don't think I did. I think I actually cast on her a second time. Yeah, and if you shapeshift into a dragon, you can still cast spells too. That's right, there's a way to jump across here. I think you do it from this side. Maybe some over here instead. Yeah, Druid is a class I was always drawn to. I've always liked Druid since Diablo 2, where it was arguably my favorite class. I just wish that the shapeshifting was a little more potent. That's what I like. I like to build like a melee-focused Druid. So I remember, even in Dragon Age Origins, the shapeshifter was very lackluster, but I did a playthrough of the shapeshifter, mage. Wasn't super impressed by it, but it was viable. Well, even Knowledge Arcana, so it depends on how much intelligence they have. You get more skill points. So you can just kind of throw Knowledge Arcana to any of the classes. Like if they have any spare skill points. It's like if Rushalai gets a bunch of skill points, if you have, you know, athletics and mobility covered elsewhere, give her Knowledge Arcana. Or if you have a caster, Knowledge Arcana is usually one of their class skills anyway, so no harm. Well, if you're gonna go Paladin. But yeah, if you have a caster, just give them Knowledge Arcana. Yeah, I mean, I did use a shifter druid for Beneath the Stolen Lands, and it did clutch out a fight for me one time. So there's that. Yeah, and I am excited for the shifter class, though. That might be what I'm looking for as far as like a shapeshifter class goes. So we'll see. It might be something I use in the Midnight Isles DLC instead. There's still a couple classes I'm undecided about. Oh, this is the wrong notebook. I have a notepad with all my planned builds around here somewhere. Okay, I am going to wrap up the stream here, though. And we'll continue the assault in Dresden. Probably wrap it up next time. Well, no, we still have the whole keep to go through. We might wrap it up next time. Won't make any promises, though. Yeah, we made a lot of headway. And it's been going very smoothly. Even, I don't think Darozan's going to be very tough. I almost one-shot him with my Cavalier on my first run. I wasn't prepared for him then. This time we'll be ready for him anyway. I think I did 174 damage to him on a charge attack with my Cavalier. And he had like maybe 10 health or something left. So anyway, stay safe, stay classy, everybody, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Otherwise known as tomorrow. And no problem, man. Any other questions, feel free to ask me on any of the videos, in the Discord, or, you know, wherever. But for now, take care, everybody.